Unbelievable. I've known you maybe a few years. I've been here a few times. Amazing. Just amazing. Just the warmest people I can imagine. I'm a million miles away from home, and yet when I come around here and I hear you speaking that funny language that you talk, makes me feel at home, and I don't know why. It's weird, but keep talking it, keep speaking it. I don't know where you're from still, and it's beautiful, the way that you speak. I came around here one time, and I think it was the first time that Jessica and John brought an offspring into the world. And there was one saying that still sits with me, and Steph and I still laugh about it. She's gone already. Where is she? She's like, all right, you're right. He was walking along, and he said, tippy-toe, tippy-toe, tippy-toe. I had no idea what you were talking about. And then Steph said, he means tippy-toes. Walk on your tippy-toes. Tippy-toes. I don't know why, I love it. I will say it randomly. I will say it at a wedding that I'm getting married at. Anyway. And then, Chacha, thank you so much. And it's only my parents that came over from the UK, so all of this shit that's beautiful, it's going to stay here, right? No one's walking out with any of this. My old man and my mum. Legit. So don't worry about that. It's someone else. Des. You've got a lot of time on your hands. And you have not used it in a more thoughtful, beautiful way. I've never, ever had anyone, and this is about me, by the way, just speech, right? I've never had anyone talk about me like that. Ever. We're English. We're English, right? No one talks about anyone else unless you're bitching about, oh yeah, he's the wrong one. Don't speak to him, don't go. But no one says nice things in England. And that's why it's been 8 years. Anyway, apart from you, Mum and Dad, you say some beautiful things. But Dad, honestly, mate, I could not have wanted for a better person. And you took it seriously. I didn't expect that. You said some good shit. And I've never been bigged up like that before, so big up back to you, Des. Thank you.
Here, here.
Take Desi's crowd. To you, Des. So, I wrote down glass. I said I'm going to raise a glass, but I don't have a glass. Glass, whatever you say. I'm not here. So I'd like to raise a beer to absent family and friends who couldn't make it today.
Yeah.
And there's quite a few of them. And Steph and I, thinking of all of them, and we look forward to a renewal of the vows in Europe next year. So, to the important ones that showed their faith in us and showed up today, forget everyone else back home and in Europe, it's all about you guys, so cheers. 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 And that mob over there, behave yourself. And everyone else.
Very nice. Beautiful.
There's one really special person who's not here today in body, but is very present in spirit. And Steph's mum, Heidi. There's a few of you here that knew and loved Heidi, and you'll probably agree with me that her beauty and her style, her humour and her gigantic heart lives on in Steph. And to you, Heidi, I'll be eternally grateful for the mother that you were to Steph, and Matt, and Steph. I know she looks over you, and she guides you from a distance, but today that distance is non-existent. So to Heidi. And to my new father-in-law, Rick. Some of you have had the pleasure of meeting Rick. And to those who haven't, you need to know this. He's one of the strongest, most positive and generous men I've ever met. And in the 7 years that I've known him, he's taught me many lessons. And if I was to pass on only one, it would be positive mental attitude. And I don't mean any of this hokey-pokey hippie bullshit. I mean a solid, made in Detroit, tougher than steel mindset that has carried him through many tough times in his life. And I first experienced this in the hardest of situations, when he was diagnosed with brain cancer. "We'll beat this thing," he said on the evening that he told Steph and myself. And I never doubted it for a second. So fast forward him in a hospital bed, with a huge scar around his head and a chunk of his skull missing. And then cue the biggest flirt in Cedars-Sinai's history. When everyone around him was breaking down, we were just getting going. Chatting up the nurses, planning trips around the world, planning the boys' weekend to New Orleans, and he did it all. He also threatened to come round with a shotgun if I didn't get my arse in gear and propose to He didn't take the boy out of Detroit, but... To Rick.
Rick. Cheers.
On to my folks. Fresh off the plane, they probably have no idea what they're doing or where they are. I was going to say, welcome to my new house, but it's quite cheap trick. Especially when you say which one's my bedroom and you get into bed and the net's there. Anyway. Awkward for me, maybe not. Anyway. So. We don't get to see each other that often these days. So when we do, it means so much more. More laundry for mum, more drinking for dad. You get the picture. And you met Steph more than a few times and have grown to love her and her quirky ways. My father, not known for his patience, I think it's the red hair. It's not, is it red?
No.
It's not red, what is it?
Autumn gold.
Autumn gold. My father, not known for his honesty, I think it's the red hair. He's more patient than I could ever be with Steph, and for that I'm truly thankful. Mum? Oh, you're filming it. That's not in here, by the way, I just made that up. Freestyle. Yeah.
Okay, I'll delete that.
Thanks for everything. Thank you for teaching me how to cook.
See,
Thank you
lads.
for-
See, I was honest.
Thank you for allowing me to embrace my thespian side.
Oh.
Thespian, I
There's
said.
been,
And
half
thanks for taking me
sixpence.
to that ballet class.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the violin lessons?
So I bet you're surprised to be meeting my new wife. It's a new darling. It's a what? It's a woman.
It's a woman. I never doubted.
Stacked.
Benjamin. Yeah.
It said it here. It's,
Yeah.
I printed out a template. It says here, but seriously, thank you. So I say that's it.
Aww.
You've never told me that you can't do that. You can't be that. You can't go there. You can't talk to that person. You back me all the way. And the same for my three sisters, so I'd like to choose you.
Oh. Cheers.
We're typically English, I think. We're typically English. And I still believe, and I've written it, but I truly believe this, that PDA stands for people demanding attention. It doesn't, Dad. I'll tell you what it means after. But we express our love in different ways. And this breaks my heart, but Mum and Dad, I don't think I've ever said this to you.
There you go,
And
girl.
it's not because I've been in LA for too long.
Oh.
La la la
But I
la.
love you.
Oh.
We love you too.
And not in that, oh my God, I love you! But in you're right, yeah, I love you. All right, cool. That kind of one. The best one. And last but not least, to my beautiful wife. Still for a second. You're here, then you're there, then you're down, then you're up.
Get to know her.
Yeah, if it wasn't an impact, darling, you could stay here. Stay here. Swear you weren't jumping in. To my beautiful wife, there she is. To my beautiful wife! A woman! Proper woman. As most of you know, Steph is a true extrovert. She charges her batteries by charging ahead in life. So don't get in the way, because she takes no prisoners. She detests following the rules. But what she will also do is take you into her heart, a huge, pulsating Belgian heart. She'll love you, and she'll challenge you at the same time, leaving you confused as to what just happened. But if you pass the test, then you're better and stronger for it. Steph, like her father, has taught me many lessons. And the most important one is to be honest. All the time. I thought I was pretty honest, but she brings a whole new level of honesty to the plate. Whatever, and I mean whatever is on her mind is going to come out of her mouth. Like it or not, if you're a police officer or not.
Just like your mom.
Sometimes it's difficult to accept, and I'm still learning. But why hide your true feelings? They are your true feelings. Steph wants to be everywhere and do everything at the same time, which is why we work so well, because that is so me. Of course it isn't, but this is where our success lies. She pushes me to do things, and I slow her down when she's doing too much. It may not show off in Steph, but I love this in you, no matter how much I may moan about it. Steph, you're amazing, and I and my family love you to bits. You're going to be a fantastic wife and a beautiful mother to our son, and I am proud to call you both.
Oh.
Steph, you came into my life when I needed to be pushed, and 7 years later, your work is still not done. It's weird, it's like they know you or something. Keep pushing me. Push our son. Because hopefully he'll follow his dreams and whatever they may be, and whatever